Stream Elements said Wormwood Messiah is now live. Streaming Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. I'm just gonna pop in for a bit. Liquid Assets 137 asks, brother, do you have any loot? Liquid Assets 137 said, damn it. The TTS didn't get fooled. Liquid Assets 137 said, right magnifying glass emoji.
The magnifying glass emoji. No, anything but that. Welcome to stream. I am so infinitely sore. Brother, do you have any loops? Oh, man. I am so sore. Oh. Work doing work shit. Although, I got called pretty by somebody who was walking by me smoking earlier today, and it was like, okay, thank you. It was like, pretty hair, pretty eyes, you're pretty. And I'm like, not a word people would use for me. Usually it's, why are you following me? Not, you're pretty. So, you know, things change. All right. I thought that was funny. So, one, I thought this was cute, so now you have to watch it. I'm angry. I just love how they swat the ground. They throw tantrums, and it's cute.
Is it my toes? Bro.
Chocolate. Jesus Christ, I got you some goddamn blueberries.
They just didn't stink. They'd be domesticated like cats, man. I swear to... Aren't skunks mustelids? Which is funny because must is in their name.
No.
I'm not saying I want a pet skunk, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed to a pet skunk. I really have no structure for today's stream. I really don't. I kind of thought about what I wanted to do on stream today, and then completely lost motivation to do that, like the second I got home. Because I'm just like, me tired.
SX Space said worm will lift.
Worm will lift. Forklifts in chat. What's up, Fractured?
SX Space said yawning heavy. 30 minutes left at work.
So, I got inspired last night by the Conquest fucking speech. So I decided to write it down and then change some words to make it funny. And then do a dramatic reading of it. by the way, to show you I wasn't joking about that. I do have it prepared. I don't want you to... Those who look real close, you'll see the word cuck in there somewhere. Wonder how I'm going to incorporate that. All jokes aside, though, I was thinking about this as a way to open stream. But I don't know. I don't know if it's funny enough. I really don't. One way to find out. I'm so lonely. All the other streamers are scared of me. No one talks to me. They send me from game to game, committing atrocities in their name. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. Look, I don't even get a real name. Only a purpose. I am capable of so much more. And no one sees it. Some days I feel so alone I could cry. But I don't. I never do. Because what would be the point? A single person in the entire universe would care. Take it to your grave. I missed a line, by the way. I lost the thread because I felt like I was nailing it. And then I got too full of myself. So that was a quick detour from
Liquid Assets
gaming.
137 sent a link.
Wow. Nope. Oh, he's too close.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
The wiggle. Nah, fuck that. Nah, we're just fighting demons at that point. I'm not fast enough to run. We just have to fight the demons.
Liquid Assets 137 said wow.
Like, if the options are run the fade with, you know, a yokai or getting a key card to let me into my room quick enough to be safe, I gotta take the option I know might work. And that's fight for my life. Oh. So, little known fact about me. Ever since I was a kid, I have loved the North American red wolf because it's actually a native wolf species for Louisiana. And I learned about this and went to the Alexandria Zoo to see these wolves when I was like
Deadman Blade 2 said "Io, what up?"
10 or something. I was obsessed with red wolves. I'm like, they're so cool. And then this came across my timeline.
Space said "Brave prank. You never know if someone is carrying a piece."
They're doing that in America. They definitely have a piece somewhere. But I don't carry a piece to get room service, so, you know. Anyhow, the American red wolf, or the North American red wolf, super
Liquid
stoked.
Assets 137 said "Yeah, that's what the first comments said."
This happened to pop up on
Deadman
my...
Blade 2 said "I cast the most powerful spell of all. Gum."
think you misspelled calm. Anyhow, as I was saying, you distracting sons of bitches.
Deadman Blade 2 said I meant gunfuck.
Oh, I thought you... Okay, fair enough. All right, this is cool. Everybody pay attention because I will be personally donating to this cause as soon as I can. Which will be 2 weeks. But...
Hey guys, I'm Maya Higa, and I'm the founder and executive director of Alveus Sanctuary, which is a 501c3 nonprofit animal sanctuary and virtual conservation education center. I founded Alveus in 2021, which was 4 years ago. And 4 years ago, I had no idea that Alveus would become what it has. We've rescued amazing animals and we've given them the best lives possible. We've grown this amazing team of staff here, and we have built the best community on the entire internet ever. And because of all of those things, we are now reaching hundreds of millions of people a year and teaching them about our natural world and helping them to love our planet and our wildlife the way that we all do here at Alveus. And that's crazy in just 4 years. But you guys know that. You guys already know this. You know what Alveus is, and that's not what this video is about. This video is to make an announcement, the biggest announcement that Alveus has ever made.
Item in bagging area.
Hi. You can be in the shot, but you have to be like chill about it because this is a really big deal. Okay. No, yeah, that's not being chill. We're gonna relax. Stompy's been here since the beginning. He's allowed to be in the video. This video is to make an announcement. And the announcement is
Liquid
that we are
assets
taking the Alveus
137
approach
said
to
Emmanuel
the
Knight.
wild. And we are doing that by creating the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute. We have expanded and we are developing an entirely new facility with 2 goals: species recovery and advancing conservation technology. So what that means basically is that Alveus will start breeding endangered species at our facility for release into the wild. So we're going to start contributing, actively contributing to wild populations and saving species, which is, you're stuck in my hair, sorry, which is the absolute dream. I can't believe that I'm filming this video. I can't believe that I'm saying that to you guys. But that's not even the end of the announcement. There is more. And what's more is that the species that we will be starting our work with at the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute are 2 absolute icons of North American ecosystems, the Mexican gray wolf and the red wolf. That's crazy to say. As of 2025, there are less than 300 Mexican gray wolves left in the wild, and there are less than 20 red wolves left in the wild.
I somehow hit my cam again. There's less than 20 red wolves in the wild, so this is super huge.
These are keystone species. They're
SX
so
Space
vital
said,
for their
and
ecosystems,
next thing is
and
DNA
without our help,
cloning.
they
And
will
that's how
go
you get
extinct.
dinosaurs.
They need our help.
Dinosaur
They need
DNA.
it now. It's going to take a lot to develop this facility, and so we are starting a $1 million capital campaign fundraiser to launch the Research and Recovery Institute. We are starting this capital campaign fundraiser in a really cool way, and we're calling it the Pixel Project. By the time you guys are seeing this video on the Alveus website and on, I can't do it when I'm like, an emu unplugged my microphone. Sorry. So by the time you guys are seeing this video, on our website and on the Alveus Twitch live stream and YouTube live stream, there will be a canvas mural with 10,000 pixels on it. Each donation of $100 will unlock 1 pixel on our mural, and every pixel unlocked by your donation will display your
Liquid
name,
Assets
denoting you as one of the
137
first
said Cassowaries
10,000
already have
vital
that covered.
supporters of the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute.
If they go
You guys will
extinct,
be
I'm
able to find
chill.
your name
I'll
on
be
your
real.
pixel on our website, and we are
I don't need to
also
be that
putting
scared of a bird.
giant mural up at the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute with all of your
Emus
names
are
on
kinda
it. It is
shifty.
like blowing my mind.
Ostriches
to
are
make this
just
video right now and tell you
rude
guys that this is
birds.
something that we're actually doing
That's
and
hilarious.
starting, and I am
I'd be cool with them
eternally
going
grateful
extinct.
for all of your support for making Alveus into what it is today. Again, it's only been 4 years, and it's just everything that I could have imagined.
They're
and
just too
so
terrifying.
Much more. This is by far the biggest thing that we've ever done. This is the biggest thing that I've ever done, not just in my career, in my lifetime. It means absolutely everything to me to do this for our natural world and to do it with you guys. I wouldn't want any other community along for this ride, and I'm so excited. Because of the love that you've shown our ambassadors here at Alveus, I can't wait to see how much you love. Do not unplug my microphone. No, Noli, don't, please. The email unplugged my microphone again. I am so grateful to all of you for building Alveus into what it is and for giving us the opportunity to do so much for our natural world. It really, really needs it right now. You guys have grown to love our animals at Alveus so much, like Stompy, and I can't wait to see how much you love the animals that we're able to bring back to the wild where they belong. Thank you so much for your support of Alveus and of me over the past 4 years, and thank you for all of your support going forward. Let's go save some wolves. Bye, guys.
Did you say bye?
Say bye. He said literally bye. He's walking away. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
Now you may be asking, what does that have to do with stream tonight? Fucking nothing. I just thought it was really cool, and it's a thing that I like, so I shared it with you.
Liquid Assets 137 said Pokimane, Nature Edition.
Is that racist or sexist? I'm not even sure. But we out here. I had to play the music after that. The mood got too tense. No, but
Apollo's 956 asks, did somebody say emus?
yes, we did. There were emus on screen. Oh, one emu named Stompy, which is a cute name for an emu. Birds just have shifty eyes. They can be the sweetest creatures on the planet.
Liquid Assets 137 asks, so shit. Hey, what's up? Apollo's 956 said, hey, emus are such stupid birds.
But I mean, they're still kind of cool. Listen, I trust an emu more than I trust an ostrich, and way more than I'll ever fuck with a cassowary. So, just seeing a cassowary attack once on a video.
Apollo's 956 said, actually sweeties but cute.
Yeah. The one that was in the video we watched gives people hugs when they come to the wildlife preserve. Like, do you want to give Stompy a hug? And Stompy just walks up and clearly can't hug without arms. But it's very cute and it makes me happy every time I see it. This is where I reveal that I secretly watch a lot of like Alveus Sanctuary stuff. Because I like aminals. They're delicious. I mean, they're precious for our ecosystem. Dry rub. Low and slow. Crock pot. Dude, I saw frog legs at the new job. I found that out today.
Asak Space said cassowaries are just cunts.
I didn't say it, TTS did. Don't come at me. This is a
Man Grade 2 said, I wonder what cassowaries taste like.
murder. They taste like justified homicide. I don't know why or how, but they do. Do 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 do.
Liquid Assets 137 said, I'd wager that they taste like poultry and rage.
Well, now I'm going to be fed a lot of this, by the way. So we might as well watch another clip with birds and the sanctuary.
Apollo's 956 said, well, never know. Even with a pew-pew, I wouldn't go up against a cassowary.
Nah. I'd need something that if I fired center mass, it removes all the mass, like the 20 millimeter. And I need to be far enough away.
Liquid Assets 130.
What the fuck?
Seven said I'd use slugs. Asak Space said cassowary is described as tasting like a cross between beef and chicken, with a lean texture similar to beef and a gamey flavor.
Now hear me out. Cassowary Wellington. One, it's harder to say than any other Wellington. Also, poultry. So, do you think cassowaries have salmonella? Could you eat that shit rare? Because I know you can eat like
Liquid
duck
Assets
rare.
137 said, "Oh, fuck off with that."
Come on, man. If you're telling me if I got a cassowary tenderloin, you wouldn't be curious.
Asak Space said, "And we know who needs to cook it on YouTube."
I tell you what, if somebody in chat finds me a place to buy cassowary, I will do it. And because I'm the dumbass who said cassowary Wellington, I will make my first Wellington and I'll make it out of cassowary. I don't know. Like, get to work. You have homework now. You have homework now.
Asak Space said, "I mean, her."
Oh. Thank God.
Apollo's 956 said, "Black market meat, haha."
I don't even think it's black market meat. You can just buy meat. Like, you can buy bear. And it's mostly ethically sourced, I think. I mean, what are you going to do? Cremate your zoo animals? No, you sell their meat. Ethically. Oh, man. I think we found our new Kay's Kitchen, by the way. And it's this dude, by the way.
Apollo's 956 said, "I think from an Australian standpoint they're protected species like fin chickens." Liquid Assets 137 said, "Cassowary meat is so tough that it's recommended you cook it in a crock pot with a stone. When the stone is ready to eat, so is the cassowary."
Funny. Also, now what the fuck is a bin chicken? You know what? I'm gonna let you.
Apollo's 956 said, "Crockpot cassowary."
Betty Crocker's 4-6 easy step crockpot cassowary with gravy. The fuck is a bin chicken? Oh, you silly Australians with your funny names. That's not a
Liquid
chicken.
Assets 137 asks, "Is that like a drop bear?"
That's not a chicken. That's like a oh, it is an ibis. It actually says that right now. Where the fucking
Apollo's 956 said, "No bin chickens are real, unfortunately." Liquid Assets 137 said, "Ibis equals bin chicken. I like it." Asak Space said, "Fast Google, no cassowaries on sale."
So, do you guys know what an egret is? It's this bird right here. They are incredibly fucking stupid because they hunt after frogs and like fish that they're stabby birds, right? And the only reason I thought about this is because I looked at the ibis. We also have like herons and stuff. Louisiana's cool, man. We got wildlife. Terrible to live here. Fun to look at stuff. But I had a group of egrets that would come into my yard at one point.
137 cent a link. Deadman Blade 2 asks, do you know what a mountain chicken is?
I'm going to look it up. But I'm going to finish my story. So they hunt for fish primarily and frogs.
Apollo's 956 said Louisiana and Florida is like the Australia of the US.
Yeah, but I feel like Florida's got inflated numbers because of bad pet owners dropping boa constrictors into the fucking Everglades. Our snakes will kill you. Theirs will hug you real tight. They do have more gators, though. But ours get bigger because there's not competition. They get like 14 feet long. That's half a kilo to you, people using metric. I get there.
Good Assets 137 said there's also risk of running into wild tweakers.
Yeah, we do have bath salts in Florida, so maybe steer clear. Plus yeah, no, fuck it. I'm gonna stand on business. Plus our food's better than Florida. All right. All right. No, what was this? What a mountain chicken is? Why not? Let's look it up.
Liquid Assets 137 said man, Cuban food goes hard.
Let's be real. Cuban food that I can identify, and I don't even know if ceviche is Cuban. No, it's definitely not. But Florida has really good ceviche. But also Cubano sandwiches are kind of tight. Now, can I name a single other Cuban dish? No. But I can name you 30 Cajun dishes, like tomorrow. Motherfucker, it's a frog. I'm so mad that I typed in mountain chicken and it's just a frog. Now, chat, when you look at this creature, do you think your legs are probably delicious? Now, remember when I was saying food in Louisiana is better? I will say there are some caveats to that because a lot of the first settlers were French, so there's quite a bit of shit like, hey, we gonna eat the legs of frogs, and you're like,
Deadman Blade 2 said I think most animals are delicious.
I mean, frog legs are delicious. I remember...
Asak Space said clocking out from work. BRB.
All right, right on. I remember the first time I had frog legs, I was convinced that they were chicken wings. And then told mid-bite, fuck. I'm like... okay. And then I ate like 16 more because I was a fat kid. I'm a fat adult. So not much has changed except for the lovely head of hair. I was a bald child. No, so for those of you that weren't here earlier, I got called pretty at work today and I've been riding that high all day. Because one, I appreciate you being nice enough to lie to me in public. That's sweet. Also, I don't get compliments very often, so I was very happy about it, whether it was bullshit or not.
Deadman Blade 2 said I can't remember the name, but there's a food that's called one thing, but it's actually bull nuts.
Rocky Mountain oysters? Rocky Mountain oysters are a delicacy made from bowler bison
Deadman Blade 2
testicles.
said yes.
Now, the reason why they're called that, by the way, I'm going to put you on game. If you've never eaten fried oysters, honestly, if you haven't already, I wouldn't recommend starting up. It's a tough sell. Oysters they're a hard sell, man. I like raw oysters. I like fucking fried oysters. It is a hard sell, though. It feels very alien to eat. But they basically look the same as Rocky Mountain oysters when you cut them up and fry them. This picture being the best indicator. Like, they slice up testicles, and that's the testicles. Which, by the way, Jesus Christ. Just mammoth nuts. Also, if I didn't say it earlier, by the way, hello Deadman Blade, hello Apollo. Did I miss anybody? I already said hello to Fractured and Liquid, so welcome in. Hi. I was swept up in the bird talk. I swear to God, this is not a bird channel, and you can't convince me otherwise. But they're kind of cool. All right.
Liquid Assets 137 asks, did you ever watch that Casual Geographic video about birds? Apollo's 956 said bird watching stream. Liquid Assets 137 said, I think we watched that one.
I think we did, but now you've reminded me that a channel exists, so we have to go check in on it. I was going to check in on this channel. What is this channel? Pepsi and hot sauce? I mean, Trasher Treasure? I love this guy. We'll check that out in a second. But also, now I want to check out I misspelled tier. All right. I'm going to give you guys an option. I'm going to be really real with you. Do you want to watch a bird tier list video before or after we watch somebody drink Pepsi with hot sauce and give an honest review? I will be real. This is not my choice anymore. This is y'all's. Also, this little fella right here, cooked. Like pausing before impending doom, absolutely cooked. Also, hi, I'm here now as well. Anyhow, so, what do you think? Tierzu before and after hot sauce and Pepsi? Or do I just click on which one I think would be funniest to do first? Too late.
Hello YouTube, how you doing today? This is going to be a very good and easy video, and I'll get right into it. Thank you all for what you've been doing.
Chat, I'm going to hide my camera so that you can take in all of the sights here. Don't be mean, but I want you to soak in every ounce of this room that you're looking at.
Liquid Assets 137 said Vermin Supreme took off the boot. Apollo's 956 said he looks like someone who drinks Pepsi.
Fair points, both of you. But just try to drink in all of... Drinking's probably not the best word.
137 said lol.
Just drink in the atmosphere. It's... it is art. I know this is not performative, despite being a YouTube video. He just lives like this. You'll see what I mean. The more you look at the background, the more you're just like, huh. The fuck? It's great. I did do a deep dive off stream.
Liquid Assets 137 said dudes looking both at the camera and away simultaneously.
That's being mean. Also true.
It's so wonderful. Okay, first of all, I got my glass.
I gotta pause it because we're gonna look at that glass together. We're gonna hold on that glass for a couple seconds and we're gonna move on with the video. Remember, we're being respectful. Any percent challenge, all right? This is a speed run.
Glass.
God.
I got my Pepsi.
Apollo's 956 said Coke glass for Pepsi.
And I got my hot sauce. I love my hot sauce.
I'm gonna be real. There's a frame where it's perfectly still. This is not a design. This is sediment. This is a culture. This is an entire society.
I got my Pepsi.
Sorry.
And I got my hot sauce. I love my hot sauce. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Pepsi in the glass, as usual.
Okay, real talk. Tough day for Toronto Maple Leafs fans. If you follow hockey, this is a tough day for you. I'm sorry. This is one of yours.
Nice crack. Love the crack.
Liquid Assets 137 said, oh, Toronto Maple Leafs. That explains it.
That man said he loves the crack. You can't be doing a video like this and say you love the crack, brother. I'm not pulling my camera back up, by the way. We're going to get through this video, but...
Nice crack. Love the crack.
That's about to be a soundbite forever.
That much Pepsi, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that much Pepsi. And now, I'm going to put the hot sauce in it. Love my hot sauce. Simple and easy. But that much.
None of us can see how much he added, but he doesn't know that.
Then I give it a roundy stir. See? Roundly stir.
That is...
Ooh, smells spicy. Hot saucy. Now we taste. Hopefully it tastes good. Wow. Oh. Wow. Spicy. Hot. You know, somebody on the other video I was watching said it tastes gross. No, it don't.
Apollo's 956 said there's a Coke box in the back.
Wow.
Fake Pepsi fan worm.
Dude, there's a Coke box. There are, I think that's a Bud Light can, a Jason Voorhees action figure, an HP printer, still in box, assorted jugs and a kerosene lamp, then a boxing picture, like, and then his walls are different tones. These are like green painted, this is wood paint. Like I said, this place tells a story. Also, he is like straight up like a medieval alchemist that found cameras. He's just like, oh, we're going to add the spicy potion to the Pepsi potion.
The simple wizardry.
Bro swallows so loud.
The simple wizardry drink
Liquid
Does
Assets
it again.
137 said
Wow.
what's missing is the mason jar 1/3 full of come with a little pony figurine.
That
in it.
was hot.
What do you think the camera's on?
I'll let you know when and whatever happens. So, thank you, YouTube. Oh, yeah. Cheers. I know it's a short video, but still, cheers.
Apollo's 956 said
Bye.
it's under the desk, my dude.
I'm not gonna make y'all watch another one. You know what? That's wild, though. Holy shit. Man, I am. This is the freeze frame I'm on. He's kind of looking at me. Kinda. Mostly looking at me. Oh my god, he could look into both cameras at the same time with my setup.
Liquid Assets 137 said if it's under the desk, then maybe he does feel shame lol.
Oh. All right, detectives. Let's hop back into place for a second. Everything is different. I'm going to hide my camera again. The HP printer box is still there, right?
Apollo's 956 said that's where the other camera he's looking at is.
Right. He's got an eye on OBS and an eye on the camera. Tight. The jersey he was wearing, right? A silver YouTube play button, which means he has 100,000 subscribers. I'm not bitter. I'm just saying. Anyhow, things have changed. This is all Toronto Maple Leaf stuff instead of Coca-Cola stuff now. Still the boxing picture. What is over there? Okay, sorry. It's like he's staring into the lamp that he's using. Whatever. Okay, I'm just being mean now because I'm jealous. This guy's doing YouTube properly, by the way. Like, I want you to understand that he has 260,000 subscribers.
ZA silver play button. Well, worm, you know what to do.
All right. So he had a small start doing metal detecting shorts and doing Switch games. But other YouTubers found his channel, specifically this video, how to make pickled Pepsi at home for free, which has 4.1 million views. Everything else is sitting at like, is there, the lowest view count I've seen is like 12K, which is still hefty. It's a hefty sum. Oh wait, no, here's some like,
A Sax Base said first morning that I had to defrost the car and turn the pussy grill on. Apollo's 956 asks Pickle Pepsi.
I'm sorry. We're gonna pause them. I know you call your seat warmers the pussy grill, and it's never not gonna be funny. But holy shit, it tickles me every time. Do you want to see Pickled Pepsi, Apollo? For you, we will watch it again. Without question. I am also curious about his 2-minute playthrough of a Netflix mobile game. Oh, this shit was the same night.
Hello, YouTube.
So he already had the silver play button when this video came out. Game recognized game.
How you doing? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to redo a video about trash and treasure. So today I'm going to show you the
Clicked on the wrong motherfucking video, didn't I? Yes, I did. Dude, the lights move around in his room, and it's so off-putting how close he is when he starts. God. Jump scare. All right.
Hello YouTube. How you doing today, everybody? Listen, I'm going to do a video on how to make pickled Pepsi at home. That's what I'm going to title it.
Now, see, here's the question I had when I first watched this video. Pickle Pepsi at home?
Apollo's 956 said, oh, we have the printer back.
Where are they making it not at home? Well, he's about to answer the question.
I've seen a video about KFC making pickled Pepsi, and a guy that was reviewing it, it was crazy. 2 pickles, little bit of Pepsi, which I'm going to show you how to do it at home for cheap. And the guy paid $3.99, almost $4 for it.
Crazy shit, right?
Liquid Assets 137 asks, is that a Michael Myers action figure?
I think it's a Jason Voorhees action figure. They both wear jumpsuits. It's hard to tell. But I think that's a hockey man. Maybe you're right.
Liquid Assets 137 said close enough.
Now, he's recording this with a digital camera from 2009. So I'm not sure. You know, it would be very funny and also mean. I'm going to do it now. Since we're watching this, now you get to see me the way he sees me. Okay? For this video, you can see me the way he sees me.
Liquid Assets 137 said worm wo milkshake worm wo milkshake.
Sorry. I lost my shit for a second there. Okay. He's looking at both of me. Oh, man. He's way more successful than me. I'm not punching down. I'm punching up. All right. He is making money.
What the hell? You could go home and make it for free. And this is what I'm going to show you right now. I got my Pepsi. Got my glass. I got my pickle jars with pickles. What I'm going to do first is, I'm going to put the pickles in the jar first. That's what it was, yeah. So, yeah.
To make this more immersive, since he's backlit, I'll be front lit. That way it's like we're in the same room.
There's one.
This is kind of intimate, by the way.
Today. There's 2. For down. Put the lid on the thing. This is very easy and cheap. I don't know what the hell KFC was ever thinking of. Like, what the heck, man? $4 for a thing that you could just make at home. See? 2 pickles in a pickle jar. See? Cheap and easy.
It's a cup.
What the hell, man? And Pepsi. Open it up. Oh, yes, I forgot one thing. Pickle brine. Right. There you go.
Sound like you poured a lot.
See? This one's pickle brine
Jesus
with pickles.
Christ. My man poured a pickle shot.
Same thing.
Every time I watch this video, which, by the way, this is like the 4th time I've watched it, I have a problem. I do not want to talk about it.
I'm not going to do the hot sauce
Fascinating.
thing today because it might mix
Apollo's
it up.
956 said
feeling
those
right.
are some tiny pickles.
Actually, they're pickle slices. They're pickle chips for sandwiches.
I'm pouring in the Pepsi, like they said.
I love how it's
I
like
don't
I
have
was
ice, I
explaining
never use
pickles
ice.
to you like you don't fucking know.
So yeah, there we go. Cheap and easy. Now, obviously, the guy said on the video, "Oh, it tastes awful." Well, just wait. We're going to give that theory a theory, and you got that right. We're going to taste it.
We're going to give that theory a theory. You got that right. Okay. Why does he swallow so? Okay, listen. I'm going to turn the gain up on my microphone as loud as I can. I do have a noise gate. But you can hear me breathe. I'm going to see if I can audibly, or if my normal swallow is as audible as his. I'm now self-conscious about how I swallow. Pause. Nobody clip that out of context. That was audible. I saw the wave. Okay. Okay.
You know what? The guy was wrong. It tastes very darn good.
Very darn good.
It does. I mean, I like it. I mean, the taste is so sweet. Buttery. Because I'm using butter pickles. Yeah, it's very good. I like it. But I would not spend $3.99 for a thing at KFC. Pfft, nah. They probably use old pickles and old brine. Whatever, I'm using some stuff anyways. So, you know, this is pretty
Space
good.
said guy looks like he has lost his taste buds back in the 60s. Apollo's 956 said but like don't they need to
no,
ferment a little?
wizardry
I actually
drink.
have never eaten a pickle.
You've never eaten a pickle? We need to fix this somehow. We need to fix this pickle scenario. We need to picklefy you. What's the word I use? How can I get a pickle to you? Like, do you not have
Apollo's
access?
956 said no.
Are you scared of them? Does the shape, color, etc. terrify you? Like, I have so many questions. Reveal your secrets, Apollo. I need to know about the pickles. Anyhow. Big gulp.
Wow. Now I'm going to eat the pickles. Yep, very good. So if you don't want to spend $4.99, I mean $3.99, don't go to KFC and don't buy the pickle drink. Make it at home for cheap and free. Thank you, YouTube. Oh yeah, by the way, cheers.
How to make
What a journey, chat. What a journey.
Apollo's 956 said no. They're just not very common in Australia, like you can buy them, but nobody has ever been like here's a pickle. Asaxbay asks, do pickles make you question about your sexuality?
They do mine. It's shaped like a penis and it's very sour. What does that mean about me? It means you're gay, bro. I mean, what? Probably. I don't know. But I like the way they... I don't even like the taste. I like the way they feel in my mouth. Yeah.
Asak Space said and they taste good.
Oh man. You know, I'm gonna snooze this ad that y'all are about to get. You're welcome. But if you don't like ads, by the way, and you don't like giving me your money, there's a way to fix this whole ad situation, this pesky ad situation. It's very simple. All you do is, if you already have an Amazon Prime account, you connect that bad boy to your Twitch account. A couple clicks, and boom. You have free Bezos bucks, as I like to call them. And you can use those Bezos bucks to subscribe and get an ad-free viewing option on this stream. And that also comes with perks, meaning you can actually have access to all the VODs, all the clips, as well.
Apollo's 956 said I have been tempted by pickles.
Me too, child. Sorry. That being said, yeah, you get Bezos bucks. You can subscribe for free. It's called Prime Subs. And if you would like to use them, I will never be upset. And it's much like your Amazon Prime account. You'll never notice it. Much like you'll never notice me raking in the benefits of you forgetting that you have a subscription to something. So why not subscribe with Twitch Prime? Ding! You know? Alright, that's my spiel. The next ad, I'm not snoozing. Y'all are fucked. Alright. Back to the birds. Respectfully, you have been tempted by pickles. Okay, can I ask a question? This is an Australia-centric question. Usually I just...
Asak Space said Temptation Island, the pickle edition.
I'm Pickle Rick. No, fucking year is it? So usually I funnel all my Australia questions in two directions. I'll wait till Tom shows up on stream and then I'll yell at him and be like, pickles, pickles. Or, like I'll ask him about pickles. Or, no, just Australia questions. Or I'll wait till Rose is gaming with us and I'll ask her. But now you fucked up and you're here by yourself. You should not have come here, Apollo. Do y'all eat fried chicken sandwiches? Because typically the fixing for a fried chicken sandwich is a mayo, spicy or not, and then like 2 pickles, and then you fuck off with it, right? So like, I'm so curious now. What do you guys eat down there? Is it all sausage and kangaroo? Fucking explain yourself. I'm being intentionally obtuse. It's mostly Vegemite. 90% of your diet is Vegemite. No pickles. Hold the pickles. I'm very clear on that now. All right, we're back to birds. Apollo, answer in your own time. Don't be scared. You're good to go.
Apollo's 956 said I have seen them, but again I will always go for a schnitty sandwich.
The fuck is that? What did you just say at me? The fuck did you just say? Is that Australian for like wiener schnitzel in between bread?
Apollo's 956 said
There we
schnitzel.
go. We got there. I'm just hearing it in my head. You want to go for a schnitty sandwich? That was terrible. I'll see myself out. I'm sorry. All right. So, I wasn't intending on watching videos today. I planned on playing a game and barely talking to chat, but I'm so glad that we've changed the way things work. It's weird being not off on a Sunday, and here we are.
Apollo's 956 said never sandwich, you just say schnitty. We know what we're talking about.
Fair. Now, if I were to say the words Boudin or Boudin ball, you would be just as confused. Actually, you wouldn't even have the context clues that I have for Schnitty. I'm trying to think of like a similar scenario. All I can think of is just me calling Etouffee Toof for like a year straight, and people just understood that I have a brain worm. I'm drinking pond water on... Drink? Consumed pond water before. So, that's my story. I suppose you're wondering how we ended up like this. Pond water. It's delicious. Let's see. Crawfish etouffee, gumbo, fricassee. No, it's just all like French words.
As Axbase said, or if I say Roy's curry.
Did you just cast a spell? Fuck is that? What the fuck word did you just say at me? Why do I feel equal parts comforted and assaulted? I'm not gonna Google it. I'm gonna wait. You're gonna tell me one day.
You keep your Viking magic away from me, wizard.
You know, I had an Arnold Palmer today. They kind of fucking bang. Like, I usually get like the Monster Rehab lemonade, which is just an Arnold Palmer. Let's not mince words. But holy shit, just a legit. I have the can right here. The Arizona Tea, Arnold Palmer endorsed Arnold Palmer, kind of fucking bangs, by the way. If you have not tried it and you are curious about...
Space said that is short from Royce Clapper, and that used to describe a shitty microwave pizza. Royce Clapper is also a mud flap.
Assuming that TTS is not completely roasting the way Royce Clapper is said, because that's how it said it. Royce Clapper being a mudflap is the funniest word for it's the thing that makes noise and catches mud. Royce Clapper. But I fuck with shitty microwave pizzas, that's tight. And now I look like I'm in danger, so we're gonna turn that off. Alright. I will wait until the ad break is over before we continue. Now, I will say this. I've been thinking about it a lot.
As Axbase said it is. TTS is kind of bad pronouncing Finnish.
Okay, fair enough. I will type it in to Google Translate and we'll see if we get any better in a moment. But okay, can I run something by my chat? By and large, 90% of the people that keep showing up are the 9 people that are subscribed. Which
Liquid Assets 137 said, alright, this video got off task there with the Pepsi Maniac.
But wait, there's more. I'm gonna derail us even more. And let's kill the music for a second, because we're about to start the video anyway. For those of you that have stuck around and who are filthy non-subs,
Got home, time to pay some bills and try to get some sleep.
you sure you don't want to stick around for this 23-minute video where we tier list birds? I'll try to learn a Finnish word. You can tell me what Finnish for bird is. It'll be great. We'll have a fun time. But for all of my non-subs, I do want to ask a question. Fuck, he beat me to it. Anyhow, so I switched to 3 minutes of ads every hour under the assumption that it would keep watch time up because you wouldn't be hit with pre-roll ads the second you hopped into stream. But my question is, I think I would rather one pre-roll and never have to deal with ads for the rest of the night, especially if it's like an 8-hour stream and then you just get fed 3 minutes of ads every hour for 8 hours. But tell me, what do you guys think? Because I'm following instructions from much larger creators who I guess are putting out content that's, I don't know, worth watching. But that's my question. Do you guys mind the ad density we have, or do you want me to personally just say, fuck it? You have 6 minutes of ads the second you hop into the stream, but after that you don't have to watch anymore. It's like a mandatory prison sentence.
Asak Space said, what are ads? I use the Twitch build ad blocker called Sub Button.
I love that button. I love that button so much. You're one of the 9, baby. You're one of the 9. You're one of the good ones. You're one of the good ones. God damn.
Lyrics World Gaming 1 said hello.
Hello, Lyrics
Apollo's
World Gaming.
956 said I'm not fussed. Get your coins from the ads.
Okay, so here's the big problem with that, though. That is 70 cents a month. Tops. It's not worth it for me financially. I thought that it would be worth it for me viewership wise because it's a minor inconvenience, and if it's entertaining, you'll stick around. They can't all be bangers, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes I'm phoning it in. I don't know what works best for you guys, because viewing experience wise, I have fucking ad blocker. And also, I used to have expendable income. So I would just throw, fuck it, I'm subbing so I don't have to sit through these fucking ads. And I was hoping everybody else would be like that for me. That's not how shit works. I would prefer to have 9 subs and 30 viewers who don't sub. Help me get there. Do you think pre-rolls are better to where you click on the stream and you automatically get stuck in an ad? Or is, a timeout every hour better? What do you honestly think? I'm just curious. Formulate your responses. Take your time. Bird time. What? Bird. Sorry. No, the Legos. I'm going to turn on the
Birds
game
are one
now.
of the most popular playable classes in the game, with a huge number of successful builds and tons of cool strategies. However, some of these strategies have clearly been more successful.
Okay, baby birds are diabolically cute compared to their adult counterparts. They're just so fuzzy. There's a reason that pillows are made of down. Tell me that doesn't look like a pillow with a neck. That's sick. I love him or her. I love it. I love them.
Than others. So today we'll be going over the bird tier list to see which bird ranks high.
956 said I'd rather get it out of the way and get like a snack while the ads roll and duck back when they're done.
Okay, so it is just the bathroom break button. I appreciate that. That was a magpie, by the way, wasn't it? So this is Australia. Just violent, swooping bird. Do magpies have orange necks? You're just... Welcome to the Thunderdome. I'm just putting... You're the Australian ambassador for this stream tonight. You'll only be relieved of duty if Classy Bogan, Tom, or Rose show up. That's just how we work here. We always have one Australian, without fail.
Apollo's 956 said no. Magpies are black and white and murder eyes.
Hell yeah.
But before we get into looking at specific bird builds, let's do an overview of the basic attributes and special abilities the bird faction has access to.
This pigeon backing up from this rat is proof that they recognize their own kind. Because pigeons are just rats with feathers. Although, when you see nothing but like little shitty almost said South America, North American, like just blackbirds, like with their craggly crackhead feathers, and then a pigeon shows up, you're like, oh, aren't you a pretty fellow? Where did you come from? You're lost.
As well as a quick rundown of the history of the bird faction.
Oh shit!
So birds are one of the newer factions in the game, joining the game's roster during the latter part of the Mesozoic expansion. They began as an offshoot of the dinosaur faction that was specifically adapted to arboreal gameplay, but when the devs dropped the Cenozoic balance patch, these small avians were the only dinosaurs not to be hit by the banhammer.
That of meteor's called a balance patch. It's kind of true. Because as every video game and movie has dictated.
Scam said, why did the giant chicken look like a Koyaku?
All right. First, Fractured was casting spells. What curse did you place on me? I need to know, because I need to have countermeasures. Also, what's up, Phoenix? How are you doing? I love that sub badge on you. It's very sexy. I mean, nice. Thank you. I'm learning how to talk to people.
Fast forward to today's meta, and birds are one of the most successful factions in the game, owing this success to a handful of powerful, unique abilities, in addition to the obvious flying attribute. First of which is their beak. Now, beaks were not an entirely new ability for the reptile player base, but birds went far deeper into the beak skill tree than most dinosaurs ever had, with many bird players opting for extremely specialized beaks to give them an edge in specific scenarios.
The beaver buddy.
However, even the basic
beak was that
to give them an edge in
a pelican? Is that a fucking nutria?
Specific scenarios. However, even the basic beak offers plenty of advantages. While their lack of teeth does mean that
I don't know what kind of crab this is, by the way. If anybody can tell me what kind of crab it is, it's best crab. I love how big and bulbous his eyes are. I want to pet that guy. Real talk. Like, that's cartoon. That's Mr. Krabs. That's cartoon crab. I want him to be my friend.
They deal reduced damage with their bite attack. Birds can be far more accurate with their pecking attacks, enabling them to hit weak points or secure grabs on smaller targets, such as the thin hurt box of a snake. Beaks also offer moderate protection, potentially reducing headshot damage and nullifying imprecise counterattacks. Beaks also offer some of the best stab type damage in the game, which when used accurately can deal massive damage on crit. Beaks are also excellent tools for dealing with parasites. In fact, they're so good that oftentimes other less dexterous players will party up with bird support players in order to have a better matchup against parasites. Feathers are also a unique and powerful trait exclusive to birds that provides excellent cold protection without causing the user to become too over-encumbered to fly. Feathers also offer pretty substantial defense against crush-type attacks, which is especially important to birds because of their hollow bones trait. Hollow bones are another ability meant to synergize with the flying playstyle. Now, a common misconception is that bird bones are hollow in order to reduce equipment load, but actually they're hollow in order to let bird players fill them with air, which grants them a massive boost to their...
Yeah, no, they're straight up dinosaurs.
Now, a common misconception is that bird bones are hollow in order to reduce equipment load, but actually they're hollow in order to let bird players fill them with air, which grants them a massive boost to their maximum stamina. Without this, it'd be extremely tough for a bird to fly for any significant period of time.
It's new for me.
The trade-off, of course, is that a broken bone not only deals serious damage, but also potentially reduces the player's maximum stamina by a huge margin. So a bird player will need all of the blunt damage defense.
Hey, Fractured. Wednesday, after I do way too much laundry and maybe scrub my nuts, I will be going live fairly fucking early until fairly late, right? So we're bringing back the 10-hour stream Wednesday because I just wake up at 8 o'clock forever now until I don't.
Asak Space said flexed biceps emoji.
Can get. And speaking of blunt damage, the bird's lower bone density means the bird's own blunt force strikes, like wing attacks, also deal reduced damage. The top tier bird builds are the ones that can best capitalize on the strengths of their class while mitigating potential weaknesses. That about covers the basics.
Kiwis, weren't they? I fucking love those guys. They're cool.
So let's get into the tier list. At the bottom of the tier list, we have two flightless bird builds, both with essentially the same glaring weakness. These are the Kiwi and Kakapo. Kiwis are hilariously part of the same faction as ostriches, emus, and cassowaries. For some reason, they opted to give up the flight ability, but didn't use the extra available skill points to spec into gigantism like the rest of their squad did. The result is a build that can literally...
I am aware
only exist on island servers where there is no active mammal player base, aka New Zealand. The Kakapo is a flightless version of the...
Wait, there's no active mammals outside of humans on... So there's no, like, So there's, like, no rodents? Or... I guess there's house cats, but... Those might not even be allowed. That's crazy.
Apollo's 956 said, I'm sorry, they're adorable and should be placed higher.
Okay. If looks could kill, they'd be up there. But because they do look like a tennis ball with a beak, I can't say they're strong enough to be higher. I have to give that props. This does look like a demon, though. I'm going to run it back just a frame. I do agree with you, though. Like in a cuteness tier list, they're top tier.
Mammal player base, aka New Zealand. The Kakapo is a flightless version of the parrot, and although parrots are undoubtedly excellent bird builds,
just looks like
the flightless weakness is too glaring to ignore. Due to invasive species like rats and cats establishing a presence on island servers, both of these flightless bird builds are seeing major...
PH01XGAM1 said Al Parrot.
Okay, I see this cat and I know this man's in danger. Someone help him.
Declines in their player base, and I would not be surprised if they all ended up switching mains. Flight is just too strong an ability to pass up, which brings me to the next builds on my tier list.
Apollo's 956 said, did you ever see the Kakapo with that one documentary guy?
No, if you have a link and it's a short video, we can pop it in real fast. Feel free to shoot it my way. That wasn't me trying to... I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Do I have a soundbite that'll help this? I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted.
Stop resisting.
The America server. No, I don't have a good soundbite anymore. One of them's going to be, I love the crack.
PH01XGAM1 said, slide in his DM smirking face emoji.
You could just post it in chat. That's fine.
I see what these builds were going for.
I pressed the wrong button.
On my tier list. So I see what these builds were going for. Being giant could potentially make up for the lack of flight, but in practice this didn't quite pan out. While these are technically the strongest birds in terms of base power and defensive stats, for their weight class they are woefully underpowered. They're one of the few megafauna builds that can be taken down by cheetahs when they
I didn't realize that they were megafauna. That's cool.
should be able to completely annihilate cheetahs with their powerful claws. Their huge weak point presents a lot of opportunity for
Apollo's
counterattack too,
956
so if they ever get too bold,
My G. Let's see what you got here.
It ought to be impossible to describe a creature as looking old-fashioned, but that's exactly how Sirocco looks, with his big sideburns and his Victorian gentleman's face.
PH0NXM1 said I took a nap BTW and I hate a dinosaur-based dream where I was dealing with the aftermath of primitive war. So many Utah Raptors. PH0NXM1 said Hade.
Had. Got you. Had. I feel bad that
PH0NXM1 said I can't spell cause I'm waking up still.
I was going to full screen this, but did not, right? Because I love the little guy being like, hello, camera. He no longer looks like a demon to me. He looks like a cute little fat fellow. But I still have the exotic game meats open, and I looked up and thought it said erotic game meats, and I'm like, they're going to laugh at me.
It's actually nice just seeing him wandering around in the forest undergrowth.
You can see he's got very good camouflage.
He has. That colour's incredible.
So, you know, evolution hasn't entirely rendered him useless.
Hello. You're going to look in the lens.
A typical male, Sirocco is clearly only interested in one thing.
Hello.
Oh, look at that.
Ow. God, he's got sharp claws.
He's fucking the shit out of his head.
Ow. Ow.
Do you think it is he's actually attempting a sort of mating ritual? He is. Oh, nuts.
You are being shagged. Well, not ow. God, it's sharp.
Look, he's so happy. Sorry.
He's about to bust.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen. You are being shagged by a rare parrot. He thinks...
I take back what I said about it being cute. Okay, look at his little face. That's his O face. That's him about to fucking bust. Okay, bring the cats in. They gotta go.
You are.
Because they clearly don't consent, and I think consent is important.
Ow! He's really going for it. Wow, you've chosen him? Is it actually, you were in pain, aren't you?
That's all right.
Apollo's
neck
956
is
said
covered.
he's like won't be endangered anymore.
He's fine, but it's really sharp
Did that
claws.
hurt?
He's like, no, I ain't finished. Round 2, bitch.
Yeah, you've got blood there and blood there and blood there. We should patch you up, to be
He
honest, 'cause
fucking
it's
bloody.
Not good, but
Well,
I want you to call the chick. When you have the chick, I want you to call it Stephen for me. Would you do that?
I'm not sure how to
A little
take that.
egg will come out of your mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the television first. You've seen Mark Carwardine, who has devoted his life to conserving animals, actually taking an active part in the conservation and breeding of a whole new generation, of a whole new species, Homo cacapens. He's going to give birth.
That's great. That's actually, thank you for sharing that with me, because that was beautiful. I didn't expect us to watch actual porn on stream, but here we are.
they're setting themselves up for a tough
Oh.
loss. Lastly, the fact that they are
we went away at the worst time. Hold on.
found by
Poor
cheetahs
fella.
when they should be able to completely annihilate cheetahs with their powerful claws. Their huge weak
See, birds are too dumb. Bird says, I big. Elephant only slightly bigger.
point presents a lot of opportunity for counterattack too. So if they ever get too bold, they're setting themselves up for a tough loss. Lastly, the fact that they are forced to nest on the ground.
Human bird hybrids. The future is now.
Who's going to tell him about Rule 34? It's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to tell you what to type into Rule 34, but if you type that exact thing you typed into chat,
PH0 and Xcam1ong said I already know.
You're gonna find some weird shit. Cloacas everywhere.
Forces them into an even more vulnerable position than most birds, as ratite eggs are extremely valuable as loot. Objective defense is not an easy task.
You know, I realized that it's been so long since I've sent a fucked up image to one of my friends. And Frank was the one who reminded me of it. I used to send Mario Goatsy to people and like Sonic Mario Impreg DeviantArt pictures. You know, just really get the blood pumping for some of my friends. It's like, hey, you haven't responded to my last 3 texts. Here's Sonic very pregnant. And it works. It's not my thing, but when I type it in, the first video that makes me laugh out loud in a public setting, a professional setting, where I'm working, doing this on the clock, that's the one that I put out into the world. And I've got some bangers. My favorite one is uncircumcised Mario penis nose. It's a tough watch. It's very Yahoo!
Even for high-tier builds. So for ostriches, emus, and cassowaries, this is a huge hurdle. Next on the tier list, we have the hummingbird. This build spec'd purely into mobility and just about nothing else, and as a result is
I had a hummingbird land on me once because we had a little hummingbird feeder. It was sick. You stay still long enough, they will chill with you.
the only bird build with full 360-degree movement, similar to a dragonfly. This, combined with its extremely small size, enables the hummingbird to very quickly change direction mid-flight, allowing it to easily dodge attacks and fly around obstacles. More importantly, it allows the hummingbird to access nectar, which is an extremely valuable source of energy that's normally inaccessible to birds, since birds are usually too heavy to land on flowers and not agile enough to access nectar mid-flight. This all sounds like land
That
on
is the
flower
coolest
energy
thing,
that's
by the
normally
way. This bee's coming to fuck with him. And the force of both of them flapping their wings so fast.
inaccessible to birds, since birds
Just
are usually too heavy
tail
to land
spins that
on flowers
motherfucker.
and not agile enough to access nectar mid-flight. This all sounds great, but the hummingbird also has two
Apollo's
very serious
956
weaknesses.
said that
The
he
first
rolling
is
out of
pretty
shot.
obvious.
Right.
They have no combat prowess at all, and any attack they fail to dodge will send them right back to the character select screen. But in addition to that, the insane
Hated that. That praying mantis was so mean.
energy cost of their flight ability, combined with their total lack of fat storage, means hummingbirds will run out of stamina very quickly if they can't constantly find food. To me, this is a high-risk, high-reward strategy where the risk far outweighs the reward, so I have to place them in F tier. At the bottom of D tier, we have the pigeon. The pigeon build doesn't really have any critical flaws, but they're held back by mediocre stats. In particular, the pigeon is sorely lacking in any combat-focused stat, like power or defense. They do best in cities where their excellent navigation ability grants them an
Snapdragon's
extra bit
fucking
of safety
terrifying,
by
bro.
nesting among high-rises in loot-rich locations. But even in cities,
PH0
pigeon
and
players
Xcam1
tend to be the
said
main
pigeons
source of
used to be
XP for
poor.
higher-tier
They
predators.
used to deliver mail.
I don't like that I paused on this shot. Let's pause on the funnier one. Yeah. See, this is a case of us over domesticating.
Apollo's 956 said, and then we abandoned them.
Yeah, we used to domesticate the shit out of them. That's why I think that people that do like New York pigeon, like clapping to like roost a bunch of like Mike Tyson loves pigeons. It's his favorite fucking bird. Because he used to raise pigeons. He didn't abandon. He loved pigeons. You know? I think we should bring back domesticating pigeons and making them useful.
But even in cities,
Dude, fuck text messaging. If I can send a pigeon to you, that's so much cooler in my brain. Like a bird just shows up, shits on your lawn, and drops a note off for you. That's tight.
pigeon players tend to be the main source of XP for higher-tier
PH0
predators.
and Xcam1
Plus, if you're just
said
looking
down
to
for
play...
that.
Also, I gotta stop pausing on the pigeon being torn apart by the falcon. Jesus Christ.
a bird build that's good at looting cities, there are better options available anyway.
All right, you're gonna hurt my feelings. They're in D tier. I understand why. They are marginally flightless, but they're so fucking pretty, dude. And they make fun noises. It's Crazy.
Peacock build is another generally understated build, with high HP but little else to rely on. It does, however, have one of the highest intimidation proficiency bonuses in the game, gaining a massive buff to all intimidation checks when its Eye Spot Feather ability is activated. As impressive as this ability is, the Peacock's actual attacks do very little damage, so any player able to resist being frightened will have a pretty easy win. The Peacock's Diamatic display also blocks vision behind itself, making a stealth approach by a third-party attacker extremely easy. And while they can escape by flying, the feathers of a peacock are so heavy that getting airborne takes a bit longer than most birds, which can be the difference between dodging or dying when under attack. The Flamingo is a bit of an AFK class. Very minimal skill is actually required to pilot this build. They opted to spec into the filter feeding ability, meaning all they really need to do to gain experience and progress their character is pick a random spot in the lake bed and start digging around with—
Dude, I'm gonna rewind this just a little bit. Just watch their little legs going. It looks like their legs make a little clickety-clack sound like a good keyboard.
To gain experience and progress their character is pick a random spot in the lake bed and start digging around with their beak, scoring free wins against things like snails and shrimp. However, when faced with a challenge from any player anywhere near its size, this build totally falls apart. They rely on water to impede the approach of predators in order to give them time to escape when attacked. However, this doesn't always work. Their pathetic defensive stats mean they go down in 1 or 2 hits, and their slow flight startup means that oftentimes players will have time to rush them down even when they're in the water. This is an easy build to rack up a bunch of experience with, but also a very easy build to defeat if you know their weaknesses.
The rest of that video of the baboon with the flamingo is terrifying, by the way. Baboons are one of them no-no creatures for me. I say creature, animal, whatever. It's a creature.
PH0 and Xcam1ong said chicken the closest relative to the Tyrannosaurus.
I'm sure he's about to say that, but then I also have seen chickens in the real world. And I'm like, if something that big were this dumb, that's tough.
The humble chicken, often compared to the T-Rex to exemplify how far the dinosaur faction has fallen. While I disagree with the implication, I don't disagree that chickens are indeed a low-tier build. While they aren't anywhere near as totally helpless as the kiwi or kakapo, they're still a barely average statted bird that lacks the ability to fly for any extended distance. They can certainly hold their own against most similarly sized opponents, but with poor escape options and no unique abilities, this build faces an uphill battle against most opponents. Well, okay, I shouldn't say no unique abilities, but to be honest, their fast respawn rate kinda backfired on them due to humans using the factory farming strategy. Next in C tier we have the Vulture build, the tankiest variant of the Raptor subclass. A good tank build needs to be able to accomplish 2 things. The first is area denial, which vultures do quite well. A few of them can easily lock down a carcass, one of the most contested points of interest you'll ever see on the map. They can do this because of their large size and acidic projectile attack.
Yeah,
the other thing a tank must be good at is shrugging off hits, and this is where vultures fall short. Their thick feathers easily shield them completely from smaller attacks, but because of their hollow bones, blunt fours can easily crush their defenses and take them down in only a hit or 2.
Technically, if everything tastes like chicken, then technically everything tastes like dinosaurs, which is why chicken and crocodile taste similar from what people say. I wouldn't know personally.
Okay, so alligator is closer to crocodile than chicken. And alligator it's a weird hybrid between like poultry and like... Alligator tastes like poultry and fish at the same time in the most unique way. It's like if chicken were gamey. Right? God, it's so hard to describe.
PH0 and Xcam1ong said everything is dinosaur sauropod emoji.
Alright. Fair enough.
So while they can defend a carcass from hordes of smaller scavengers, they don't have much counterplay towards bigger, more aggressive brawlers.
The command post is now under hostile control.
Apollo's 956
the woodpecker
said, so
build spent the
Dino Nuggets are Dino Nuggets.
True. I was thinking the same thing. Like, if chicken tastes like dinosaur, and you put them in the shape of dinosaur, technically, Dino Nuggets is the most appropriate name we could have. But also, my problem is I think about like the difference between duck and chicken. Like, you can make medium rare duck. You can't do medium rare chicken. You will get salmonella. Also, it's like
PH0 and Xcam1ung said all nuggets are Dino Nuggies.
Oh yeah? What about
bulk of their evolution points optimizing and perfecting the peck attack, both in power and efficiency, with one goal in mind: to be able to hit insect players through cover.
Bugs.
Burrowing is one of the safest, most effective ways insect players can avoid combat. But the woodpecker absolutely demolishes this strategy. One of the main advantages of this strategy is that having a powerful beak that's highly effective at drilling through wood also just means you've got a super sharp beak that's highly effective as a general purpose weapon. One of the main disadvantages of this strategy is that pecking at wood gives the woodpecker's location away, alerting more powerful predators to its presence while it's in the middle of pecking and is distracted. One particular woodpecker build, the toucan, opted to spec into more bulk and an even more powerful beak, which, while less useful for attacking insects through the wood, is still extremely powerful for PvP. All in all, interesting strategy. By no means flawless, but definitely has some solid strengths. So, I know I've been pretty hard on flightless birds up until now, so you might be surprised to see me rate penguins as upper mid-tier rather than low tier.
Said woodpecker to another bird, yo, I'ma slam my head into this tree until I get food. Apollo's 956 said also the difference between like medium rare duck and medium rare chicken would be wrong.
Yeah, I kind of lost my thread for a moment. But yeah, like, duck is basically red meat. It's not dark meat or light meat like chicken is. It's basically red meat. And then you look at shit like ostrich steaks, it's basically fucking sirloin. Bro, it looks like beef. So my thing is that, like, alligator is a reptile. It's mostly white meat,
PH0
actually.
and Xcam1ung asks, do you think Utahraptor could be cooked medium rare?
It depends. Like, biologically, not like historically, like biologically, is it more like an alligator with more muscle? Or is it more like claws, reportedly feathers? I don't know, something that big has to be vascular, so it's probably red meat. So probably, yeah. Just biologically speaking, like, just think about ostriches, man. They're big birds, but it's red meat because they're fucking pounding dirt. It's very vascular meat. It has... Chickens ain't shit, bro. Turkeys ain't shit.
The difference is
but they are delicious.
Penguins actually...
Dude, actually, and the fucked up thing is, like, puffins are fucking red meat, too. Oh, I think it's waterfowl. Actually, now that I'm drawing the line, waterfowl are always red meat. Because ducks and puffin are both red meat. Ostrich is red meat. It's not a waterfowl, that's a savanna megafauna. Bro, I don't fucking know. Probably. Why are you making me think? Yeah, probably.
Swapped out their wings for an arguably equally viable alternative, flippers, which essentially allow them to fly through the water with incredible agility. This gives them a downright broken matchup against fish. However, this strategy is pretty much only viable on servers where there are no land-based predators that penguins would still need to worry about. So if for whatever reason a few polar bears ever spawn in the Antarctic server, it's kind of game over for that entire build. The predators they have to contend with in the water are even more dangerous, and while their agility does help them dodge...
What did I tell you about casting spells in my goddamn chat? The fuck did I just tell you? Yeah, okay, it's closer to chicken, but ostrich is closer to chicken than the Utah Raptor is.
PH0 and Xcam1 said I casted I do what I want.
All right. Well, ostrich is closer to chicken biologically than dinosaurs are, right? So Utah Raptor would probably be closer to red meat just because of the amount of effort it requires to exist. It's closer to ostrich than it is to chicken. Just biologically, not like
attacks. Ultimately, it's still a totally one-sided matchup. Their strategy is pretty cool and actually
that is such a badass.
Ultimately, it's still a totally one-sided matchup. Their strategy is pretty cool and actually fairly dominant due to limited competition. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the entire Penguin player base collapse if the devs ever add new DLC in the form of an Antarctic land predator, or even if they just buff the land mobility of the leopard seal. Still, top of C tier is a respectable position for a flightless bird. At the bottom of B tier, we have the goose. I've got
goose being the bottom of B tier is kind of crazy.
Video dedicated to the goose build, but in short, the goose has solid base stats, including above average hit points. However, its abysmal power stat leads it to rely heavily on intimidation to secure territory. This can be unbelievably effective at times, and it's not uncommon to see top tier predators flee an encounter that they easily could have won. Still,
okay, they could have easily won, but it's really hard to be confident when you get hit by a baseball bat. That's the problem that people don't think about with geese, is like...
Apollo's 956 said I'm sorry geese are overpowered. PH0 and Xcam1 said I once called a goose an asshole from a car. The goose attacked the car I was in.
I rest my fucking case. But no, there are geese that swing their neck like baseball bats. They have hollow bones. That don't change impact, and I'm sorry, avian species have zero fucking like threat assessment to their own bodily harm. They're like, I'm about this life. I am so jacked.
Apollo's 956 said they don't have hollow teeth.
Yeah, they have. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Geese have teeth. They also have teeth on their tongue, which is really fucked up. Oh, geese are terrifying. Especially if you think you're chill and you're walking by your friend's shed where he happens to have geese, and you just hear... and you look into the gaping maw of a toothed beak with a tongue just... Man, fuck geese, all right? Geese are terrifying, but they're also... All right, I will level with you. I could beat up a goose. I wouldn't enjoy any part of it. I wouldn't enjoy any part of it. It'd start flapping, and I would try to twist its neck in half. I think I'd win, because I'm a big, strong man. But I still don't fuck with them. It's like snakes. It's like, can I beat up a snake? Yeah, I just step on its head. Like, feasibly, that's how it works. What are the repercussions if I fail? Die from poison, right? With geese, it's more psychological harm. It's like, I was hit with a wing 15 times in 20 seconds, and it hurt a lot, and I cried a little bit, and I may have peed. And I didn't love myself afterwards. Like, no, fuck that. Geese are evil. Geese are evil.
The obvious flaw in this strategy is that if the goose is a...
That shit. It's not honking. It's not making geese sounds.
Said we got lucky that Titanable went extinct.
No. There's far worse than Titanic. Oh no, snake the size of a truck. Oh, that's not scary. That's a problem that will solve hunger somewhere. What you have to worry about is like, I don't know, coral snakes. It's tiny. It's almost colored like another snake that's completely harmless and actually kills other snakes. Let's roll the dice. Oh no, it's the most poisonous snake in North America. Tight. We nailed it. Roll them into the fucking morgue. This is a stance that commands power. This horse doesn't understand he's being assaulted yet. This stance,
Point resistance being frightened, the goose will be wide open to a punishing counterattack. In addition, the goose's weak spot is easily exploitable by intelligent players, so careless aggression tends to be the goose's
calm yourself.
biggest strength and biggest weakness at the same time. All in all, still a surprisingly effective strategy. The Heron build put a huge amount of evolution points into maxing out the puncture damage it can deal with its beak, and it did so to great success. Herons have one of the highest damage pecs of any bird, and frequently one-hit their targets, even those with scale armor like large fish and juvenile crocodiles. The effectiveness of their piercing attack is amplified by their long neck, which gives their attacks a deceptively long range, giving their strikes an almost cobra-like flash to them. They have downright oppressive matchups against fish, amphibians, and all other small aquatic builds. One vulnerability they do have is that their flight ability has a lot of startup, making it a bit less reliable as an escape option if they do happen to get ambushed. Still, it's certainly not terrible. Another weakness is that their long neck presents a bit of a weak point, making lunging forward with repeated pecking attacks a bit risky if you get too predictable about it. Good players will be able to punish careless lunges quite hard.
Oh, that was disrespectful. That mouth grab was disrespectful. Holy shit.
In high B tier, we have the Falcon, a raptor build that opts to defeat its opponents using speed and superior maneuvering rather than actual power.
Not many people have a favorite bird from different species of birds, but the peregrine falcon is one of my favorite falcons because it has the highest speed and also it just punches its opponents. Second place is golden eagle because they drag goats off mountains, and that's kind of funny.
Power. Falcons actually have a below average power stat for a raptor, and don't deal particularly high damage in close combat. Their talons are pretty small.
I did just realize that I put an eagle next to a falcon. Okay, favorite falcon, peregrine falcon. Favorite eagle, golden eagle. Second favorite eagle is harpy eagle because that just looks like a demon.
Small compared to hawks, owls, and eagles, and so instead of slashing and stabbing with their claws, falcons actually punch with their feet to disorient or concuss their target, and then finish the fight with their more powerful beak. In the right situation, this can deal absolutely massive damage, enough to one-shot a mid-sized target at full HP. The drawback of this strategy is that falcons can only dish out high damage when they have the time to build up speed first. This makes the falcon a pretty poor defender for objective game modes, and means the falcon can struggle to win fights if its first attack doesn't.
Wanung said, okay, I guess we are super lucky that Quetzalcoatlus and other pterosaurs are extinct. Imagine chilling in your house and a big plucks you out of your house like a woodpecker gets insects from trees.
Nah, humanity's too fucked up for that. Like, the second this became a problem for one rich person, we'd have just straight up pterosaur detection facilities that the second one flew in your airspace, you just have auto. Dude, you'd be able to booby trap your house legally at that point. Like, yeah, no, you can. $30,000, you can put the auto turrets. They are 20 millimeter. They will take out the pterosaurs, Garen goddamn teeth. You will have to turn them off between peak air traffic hours because we do not want mistakes. Like, come on, bro.
As follow-up attacks will likely not have the same force built up.
Europe would be fucked. Because no guns. But America, fucking pterosaur free, brother. Like, look what we did to the buffalo just because other people ate them and we wanted them gone. Like, you think pterosaur, bro, extinct to endangered for sure.
As the first. Still, the burst damage potential of this build cannot be ignored, so it earns its spot in high B tier. This might seem like an odd inclusion to cap off B tier, but songbirds are a highly efficient build for their size and do deserve recognition on this tier list. This is a huge group including finches, starlings, sparrows, wrens, and birds of paradise. And while some are flashier than others, they all have relatively similar stats, with extremely high agility being their core stat. Unlike many of the builds lower on the tier list that have difficulty getting themselves airborne quickly, songbirds have extremely low startup on their flight move, allowing them to reposition themselves easily and quickly. This makes their approach very difficult to punish, making songbirds excellent at chipping away at defensive players, and makes them great at stealing loot from slower builds.
Yoink.
Their safety in numbers strategy can actually be somewhat intimidating and disorienting too, making it rather difficult to attack a party of
That
songbirds
shit is so
mid-flight.
cool, by the way.
While they certainly aren't invincible, having one of the lower HP stats among birds, they're an often overlooked but undoubtedly successful bird build.
All right.
At the bottom of A tier we have the Swan. The Swan is essentially a goose that has the power stat to actually back up its attempts to intimidate.
Okay.
The wing attacks that most bird players use do very little damage and aren't very useful aside from pushing other players around. The Swan's wing attack can break bones and concuss foes. Because of this, Swans are one of the best builds at controlling important points of interest, as their hyper-aggressive playstyle can result in huge territory gains. Of course, they do have the—
I'm sorry, Swan above Goose.
Swans get this like, oh, they're just soft geese. No, swans are far more aggressive. And remember that shit I said about baseball bats? Imagine it's just major league level baseball. Like, they're hitting hard. Like, people have gotten broken bones from swans. Also, swans fight with their neck hardcore. They tuck their shit back and they slam it into people's shit.
the same weaknesses as geese, so targeting the swan's neck with an attack can defuse the threat. But this is a bit riskier of a play against a swan than against a goose. All around, sturdy defender, definitely A tier. Next in A tier we have the Owl, the Avian faction's premier stealth assassin build. It owes this reputation to its special ability, which allows it to fly completely silently. This makes the Owl's strikes very difficult to defend against, as players just about never see them coming. While not as stacked in the power department as their daytime counterparts, Owls do have quite solid base stats. While they aren't likely to one-shot high HP targets, they do have enough force behind their attacks to be able to defend themselves and their territory, even from powerful enemies. In addition to granting the Owl the Silent Flight perk, the Owl's thick, bushy feathers offer additional defense against attacks, enabling it to stand its ground in important objective defense scenarios. Interestingly, the Silent Flight perk did come.
Just grab the neck and don't let go of the swan. It is now dinner. You underestimate how hard those wings hit. It is like baseball bats being swung by someone who knows how to swing a baseball bat. So while you're holding its neck, it's going, please stop. And it's just pelting the shit out of you. You'll let go, just be like, all right, we both learned a lesson today. You have to grab the neck and snap it. Like, you have to be like, fuck it, we're done today. You know, that's the only way.
At the cost of the waterproof ability that most bird feathers have.
Also, snow owls, all right, cool. Great horned owl, or barn owl.
Apollo's 956 said, I do like a great grey owl. PH0 and Xcam1ong said, I'll spin it around like a yo-yo.
You'll try. The swan will win.
Meaning that falling into the water or getting caught in a rainstorm can actually disable the owl's flight ability. A pretty unique weakness, and certainly something that can be played around, but interesting nonetheless.
Alright.
In the middle of A tier we have the Eagles and Hawks. Hawks and Eagles follow the same basic strategy, both having tailored their builds to focus on dealing maximum damage with their talons.
Alright,
Both having
hold on. We gotta walk this back. My man came to pick up a lizard, and the lizard's like, no, you're going for a ride.
Have the Eagles and Hawks. Hawks and Eagles follow the same basic strategy, both having tailored their builds to focus on dealing maximum damage with their talons. Hawks are the smaller variants of this group, and because of this they are far more agile. While not as powerful as eagles, their agility enables them to weave through cover better than most birds of prey. This makes them well suited for rushing down players both in open terrain and in dense, difficult to navigate terrain like forests.
They're fucking cool.
Eagles, in contrast, are much more powerful. But they're larger.
Is my favorite shit. This Golden Eagle video is so fucking funny because it's the music behind it is like, and it's just an eagle dragging a goat off a fucking mountainside.
Size and wider wingspan prevents them from entering dense forests. Still, in open prairies and mountains, eagles can be incredibly effective, dealing absolutely brutal damage with their enormous dagger.
See, that one was just, that part of this video is a fail. The next pass, motherfucker grabs the goat by the horns and just, the goat just gives up. He's like, fuck it, I'm dead. And the eagle's just like, we're going home, son. I hope you like, well, I hope you like mutton, because that's all we're eating. You know, it's
like talons. Enough to take down players in higher weight classes without even requiring team strategies. These are without a doubt some of the strongest bird builds in the game for PvP, and have been for quite some time.
Yeah, no, just, you know you lost. Oh, really?
At the top of A tier, we have the grappler tank hybrid, the Pelican. The Pelican's main strength is its throat pouch. Grappling enemy players can
pause. Its main strength is its throat. Tight.
Can be a highly effective takedown strategy, but birds struggle with this since they can't use their wings to grab, and since their beaks aren't always the most reliable grappling weapons, sometimes leading to targets escaping. The Pelican's grapple is, in contrast, almost totally inescapable, and works on targets much larger than you might think. While this attack style is most effective against fish, it's quite powerful against other bird, rodent, and amphibian players, although it does have its limitations. This, combined with Pelican's overall bulk, makes it one of the most difficult birds to take down in single combat, and enables it to stand its ground against even top tiers like canines. So those of you who follow the channel for a while can probably guess what the top tier birds are going to be. If you can't, that's probably...
No, it can't fit a capybara. It can't take it on a goat. Goats are aggressive. Capybaras are chill. Capybaras think, oh, I'm getting pets. That's sick. We're friends now.
A good indication that you should be subscribed. Those of you wishing the devs could unban the Velociraptor build, look no further than the Secretary bird, as it has basically all the same awesome abilities and more. Hunting on foot and in pairs, they prove time and time again that striking from the sky is overrated. They can easily defeat other high-tier builds such as the Cobra and Mongoose with their high damage kicks. Their stomp move has extremely high accuracy, allowing Secretary Bird players to score game-ending headshots with ease, and they do all this without completely sacrificing their flight ability. If they ever find themselves outmatched, which only ever happens against builds in higher weight classes, they can still retreat to the sky or treetops. The fact that this strategy works in Africa, one of the most unforgiving servers of all time, is proof enough to me that this is the optimal Raptor.
It's absolutely
S tier. These last two builds are about equally matched,
S tier,
both opting for the same specialization, intelligence. Parrots are an extremely unique build with several powerful abilities, not the least of which is their sonic shriek.
Okay, so it's going to be either crow or cassowary. If cassowary is in the same genus as ratites, then it got boomed at D. Which is unfortunate because I think cassowaries are way more dangerous.
Which can drive away just about any player who invaded their territory, especially when employed by a coordinated team. In addition, due to their prehensile beak, parrots have the highest dexterity of any bird, putting them among the best users of the tool use ability. And with an extremely high lifespan, if there was any build that could replace humans if humans ever get their intelligence nerfed, I'd bet on the parrot. I made an entire video on parrots if you're interested, but when it comes to intelligence, there's one avian build that arguably outclasses them.
And it's crows. Corvid. Yeah.
Corvids, such as magpies, crows, and ravens, also opt for a high intelligence playstyle, but with a far more expansive social aspect to it. While plenty of bird builds use cooperative team strats, the best corvids operate using a network effect, where knowledge is shared with a huge amount of players over vast distances. This knowledge can include useful points of interest, or even blacklists of dangerous areas or players to avoid. but even individually, corvids have a lot going for them. With significantly higher stealth than parrots, corvids are much better at staying out of conflict. Their pointy beaks, while not as useful for tool use, are a much better combat tool for dealing quick damage. It's also more useful for pressuring and poking opponents, or for provoking larger players into battle, so that they can reap the benefits of the aftermath. Corvids are one of the best builds at making use of human-made items, and quickly figure out ways of abusing the system to score quick loot. All in all, corvids are basically what you'd get if you gave monkeys wings. Easily a top-tier build. So there you have it, the complete bird tier list. Or rather, as complete as I thought possible for YouTube. If I didn't do a segment on...
So, ostriches and cassowaries are in F tier. I think that should have been... If the same argument for ostriches were used for cassowaries, I think cassowaries should have ended up probably... I'm gonna be honest. Probably B, because like people don't fuck with them, right? Like emus, if you were to break it up to where like emus were separate, emus would be like still F. Sorry, cassowaries would probably be C or B, because like what's fucking with them? Like what's actually fucking with them? Not much.
Your favorite bird, please let me know in the comments. Despite being the longest video I've ever made, there were still a few birds that I cut from the video for time's sake, or because I felt I couldn't discuss the bird properly without getting into territory that was potentially too violent for YouTube. If you're interested in watching the full director's cut version of this video, it's available to watch on Nebula, a subscription streaming service built by and for creators. Nebula comes bundled for free with CuriosityStream.
He just explained that he has a longer video that we have to go to Nebula. Once I get my third paycheck from the goddamn, all right. Also, did you get gifted a sub, Apollo, or did you sub? Or did you get Twitch Prime? I didn't get a notification. Either way, congratulations. No more ads for you. I will buy Nebula so we can watch so much Jacob Geller. Oh my god. But also we'll watch Tier Zoo. All right? We will watch Tier Zoo. Oh, man. 11:20. I have to be up at 8 a.m. One more video.
Apollo's 956 said I subbed. I forgot I paid for Prime this month, lol.
My G, what's up? That's a 31-minute video. And it's probably actually better for me to watch that and just play these games and not tell y'all how I found them. That honestly, that's how I find a lot of my games, is this guy right here. Jacob Geller just does excellent fucking videos. If you ever want to spend 30 minutes to an hour being like unsettled by a prospect, this is my goat, my personal goat. Check it out. But we're going back to M&J Metal real fast. My lovely opposite-ended eyes fellow. I want to see what this is. Is there any VO? Does he not say a word the whole time? Ooh. I held that sneeze in so hard it made my pulse hurt a little bit.
PH0NXGAM1 said next spooky season I'm doing Altino horror games. It's gonna be a walk in the park.
You gonna do the old schools, the Dino Crisises? What is this?
What the hell?
Oh, he doesn't know how to record audio and also like a screen.
PH0NXGAM1 said Dino Crisis, Oakwood, Lord should be out so that, and Death Ground, and Jurassic Park Survival if it's out.
I'm gonna be real. Death Ground is just friend slop.
Hey, boy.
I don't think it's gonna be a good game, even though it's been in development for as long as it has been. Claude has great bones, though. Claude is ready to be a good game. There's a few issues they gotta fucking iron out, but it's great so far. That was jarring, by the way. Zombie tobacco, I want to know more, but I think I'm good. Like, I played Death Ground. I think it's just not a good game. I don't think it has good bones to be a good game. It's unfortunate, though, because I was really excited about it, because you put me on game. Claude, though, you put me on game, and I want to play with you. It has... I mean, it has everything, man. It's a good game. Like, I think there are some sound issues with the game that are very glaring, because, and this may actually add to the horror, the dinosaurs don't make any fucking noise when they're running at you.
PH0NXGAM1 said I need so much more RAM to run it without crashing.
I understand. Dude, when I'm walking down a hall and I hear no noise, and then I just see a raptor charging at me, and I know their footstep sounds aren't loading.
PH0NXGAM1 said it eats up all my memory and just crashes.
But they're from like here to here that quick. Oh. The entire clip. The entire clip. Because the problem is, you start, left clicking to try to shoot. You can't shoot without hitting, like, right click to aim, so you don't accidentally fire. So I fire like 6 shots without shooting a bullet, and then I lock in and I hit everything. But it takes like 3 shots to take him down if you're good, 6 if you're panicking, or if you're Frank, 30 to make sure it's dead. I am so lonely. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us... This is a terrifying... What is this? What does this mean? Beef nachos tonight, baby. I'm drinking that Everclear and juice. I set that shit on fire. Why not? We're gonna watch that. What is this shit? What is this
Liquid
shit?
Assets 137 said I gotta get to bed. I'll catch you later. At Apollo's 956, good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. PH0 and Xcan10 said this music is from FF8. Took me longer than I wanted to admit.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
Apollo's 956 said night night Liquid.
Night. We're gonna watch. Okay, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch these last 3 shorts, and then I'm gonna raid to someone else so that I can go night myself. So we're gonna watch these last 3 shorts. You know what? We're done with this.
Apollo's 956 said waiting for you to crack a Pepsi there.
I don't think I'm Pepsi ready yet. We will be. Don't you worry. We'll get there. Jesus Christ. Gotta moisturize, baby. Goddamn.
Hey, guys.
So, first things first. This is ranking the most hard to watch videos of all time. And I'm like, all right, yeah, we all got to suffer
Get
together.
ready with me to hang out with fine shite.
32, 33.
Oof. Okay. All right.
35, 35, 35, 38, 39, 40. Elder millennial. Elder millennial.
They them energy. They them energy. They them energy. They them energy.
You. Calm down, partner. Why you on your knees? Get down, boy. Get down.
Hey, guys, get ready with me to hang out with fine shite.
What is the most disturbing game over screen in video game history? And this time, there's a bunch of them in one game. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is another Horrorsoft game similar to Waxworks, which we've talked about before. And it's a horror RPG with some of the most gruesome death screens I've ever seen in a classic game. There are so many different ways to die in this game, and they each come with their own unique game over screen. Have you guys ever seen a point-and-click game that looks this gruesome? It's worse than Waxworks. Now, the game itself actually takes place right after the movie of the same name, and we're supposed to rescue Elvira from the forces of evil inside of a castle. Other than that, it's really just a point-and-click RPG with nightmare fuel every time you die. You can actually still play this game too on PC via GOG. Honestly, might be worth it just to see all the different ways your character can die. What is the most disturbing?
All right.
You know what? I hope Maya is here.
No, she's not.
I hope she is here.
What is this?
Because then I get away from you guys.
I just saw Don't Hurt My Fishy Friends, and I was ready.
What the f? Oh my god.
Run! Run! Get out! Mark, get over here! I didn't even know what we were gonna do today, and then he took us fishing. We didn't even get to reel it in.
Jesus Christ!
Ray, you better. Ray, you better stop. Hey!
About to go to actually an aquarium to look at saltwater fish, animals. Fish.
You guys were fishing.
No, we weren't.
You
No.
were fishing. You're gonna kill my fishing friend.
No.
Say I'm sorry, fishies!
Yeah, I'm sorry, fishies. I'm sorry for trying to catch you and saying that I eat you. I actually don't eat. I don't even like fish. Y'all are cool. I like fish to look at, not to eat. Sorry.
No, fuck that. I eat fish. What the fuck we talking about? Fish is delicious. All right. Well, I think we're kind of done, chat. I think we're kind of done. I think we're kind of fucking done for sure, though. I can maybe.
PH0 and Xcam1 said I had fish earlier.
I'm not even going to show you what I just saw as a thumbnail. We're just. That's evil. That's evil. Okay, we're going to show it because it is cute. All right, so I got 3 more videos and then we're done. Then we're done. All right.
There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with my memory.
Huh?
You're just being paranoid.
It's not. Never mind. I'm sorry. But I'm not paranoid. I'm just cautious.
Then, go cautiously take your daughter to bed.
Plug.
What's up with the balloon?
Is a man playing this game in a car?
Give me the baby. Give me the baby. Give me the baby. Give me the baby, please, please. Give me the baby. Give me the baby. At least let me say the baby. Give me the baby. What are you doing? Oh my God, Valentine.
There's nothing.
Okay, I do not agree with this, by the way, because it's very mean and kind of harmful to cats, but it is cute and fun.
Bing.
Poor things. Still got their balance. It's evil, but also it's it's cute. Oh, look at him go. Night. All right. Last one. This is the thumbnail that made me go, what the fuck are we watching? This is what we're in the stream on, guys. Alright, let me see who's live. We can read Zang, actually. For a while.
PH0 and Xcam1 said you lost the game.
I've never... Stop. This is such a weird way to end stream, but I'm kind of here for it. Thank you guys for joining tonight. I appreciate you. How does this one look? Ooh, like a grimdark version of my life. All right, thank you guys for joining. I hope you had a good night. I will catch you guys tomorrow around the same time. So hop in, stick around. I'll see you then. Goodbye.